Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mordenkainen's Path of the Plains. I'm your substitute dungeon master today, Grant Ellis, the bad boy of D&D, according to Kobold Press, Monty Cook Games, and Encounter Roleplay. And I'm here with a bunch of friends of mine. I actually know all these players. I love all of them, and it's great to be here. Let me know if my audio levels need any work, or if the players need any work. I'm doing my best to balance everything on the fly. This is a hastily put together streaming setup, but huge props to DM Shane for being super organized and having everything packaged and ready to go. First, by way of order, our sponsors here on the Greyhawk Channel are Tabletop Loot and RueInc.com with our friend Devin Rue, so check those out. Also, I'm going to paste a link in chat with the episode summary for the last episode, if you ever need a refresher. They're very well written, and I have to say that this series is probably the gold medal winner for episode recaps. Meanwhile, like on the Greyhawk Channel shows I'm on, we fight over who will do it each week, or we're like, nope, pass the hot potato, and Devin has to strangle all of us. So let's go around and introduce the cast today. Let's start with the all-time blogger, where if you're looking to prep the adventure you're running for him, he most likely has written a review on it, complete with the same pictures you're using to hype your game, Mr. Sean McGovern, PowerScore RPG. How are you, Sean?
Very good, very good. Thanks for jumping in and helping us out for a couple weeks, and welcome, Alex. Also, I'm looking forward to playing with you, my friend. And I write a blog. My character is Odos. I'm a Githzerai drunken master monk. I'm very edgy, and I have a lot of catchphrases. And I worked in a lot of lore from Planescape Torment and all of the old books. And for people who might not have seen this before, just so you know, our friend just died a few episodes ago, Heinrich, and we're all very edgy and devastated by this. So just be ready.
That's D&D. He'll be back in a week. It's 5th edition. It probably took a great demon to bring him down. No respect. Sean, other Sean, is a friend of mine. He lives about 30 minutes south of me, and good guy, but recently departed. And if you look above Mr. Powerscore on the screen, drinking fine alcohol and being caught completely off guard, we shall call it the... trying to come up with a good blank of history. We'll call it the Master of History, Pete, or the Mistress.
Mistress always ends up sounding kinky, so let's go with that.
This Mistress. Is the Greyhawk Channel. Yeah, you might know her as Ellie, you might know her as Kim, but on this stream you know her as Lux. Kim, go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers today.
Hello, and yes, just to second Sean's sentiments, Grant, thank you so much for jumping in and helping us out these next 2 weeks. This is so awesome. I'm so glad to finally get to play with you, and welcome, Alex. I hope you're prepared for all the angst, because it's gonna get angsty, my friend. And the reason is that I play Lux. Lux is a arcane trickster rogue who is the moodiest rogue in Greyhawk, and no one knows why. It's probably because she's just a bit of a teenager, really. And yeah.
Well, it's great to finally get to play with you. Look forward to having you on an episode of the Story Forge sometime, which is my world building show on YouTube, where we can create a historical-based medieval fantasy setting at some point in the future. I know James and Tricasso, who wrote the most recent adventure that's coming out, Dragon Heist, with James Hake, would love to have you on one of the shows and to help make sure we're educated, because he and I go into the weird places.
Okay,
Lumps and Woozles are in our version of Fantasy England. And on the right side of the screen, a good friend of mine, voice actor extraordinaire, the man who you might know from Vecna Lives, and his own Twitch channel, Zippy Zippo, Alex Allen. How are you today?
Hello. I'm Alex, also known as Zippy Zippo. I will be playing Shallot Wilbur Walla Walla Thaddeus Weatherfield's extraplanar gnomish explorer extraordinaire with his best friend in the whole wide multiverse, Ramsey.
Good God, I've waited so long to finally kill Shallot. It's been
Do
an
you think you
ongoing
can?
feud, guys, across like
Do you
9
think you
Twitch
can?
channels, a year of time. Eventually, I'll get my hands on Shallot and kill him. Probably not today, though. It's great to have Zippy stepping in. You might become more used to his face on this show. And last but not least, Killer of Mercers, the singiest bard in all of Greyhawk, the opera geek, Kelly. How are you?
I am fine. Thank you. So I'm glad that that Alex is here. I do so enjoy when you bring me guests to kill when I play with you, Grant. It's very nice. First off, just real quick about the synopses on the Greyhawk channel. That is usually either myself or Sean. Sean helps me so much with the synopses, and he's fabulous at it, and I love him. So he's hiding now. So I play Berlinda, Greyhawk's singiest bard, which is fairly self-explanatory, I guess. I sing a lot and apparently make my party angry because I haven't yet seduced a single person. So
There's still time. The campaign at 9th level, haven't seduced a single person. Is she even allowed to pick her archetype yet? So, if we could have a volunteer to give a brief recap, essentially a high level, not an entire reading, but let's have each player give, with the exception of Zippy, what they recall of the last adventure, just 2 or 3 bullet points. So let's do that.
The last session.
Yes, last session.
Well, bullet points. We're in hell.
Can I just leave this to you guys, considering that I spent 90% of the episode dealing with Chinese food?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can tell us what was in it. It was
Well, I'm a vegetarian and they only ordered meat. Okay, This is another reason to be angry. Anyway, I'm fading.
all right.
We're in the first layer of the 9 hells, Avernus. We're trying to put together 3 pieces of a staff, which has great power. And there's this bad guy named Tragar Hax, who has the other pieces. We have 1 piece. And we're trying to track him down. Our friend, former player, Castle Maxon, Heinrich, got sucked into the Pillar of Skulls. And he's still in there. So it turns out that the guy we're tracking is actually in the Abyss. So we're right on the edge of Avernus, and we see this big black area up ahead, and we're wondering if there's actually some kind of way we can walk right into the Abyss or use the river sticks to get into the Abyss. But what happened was once we got close is we're in the middle of the Blood War, which is the war between demons and devils, because devils are lawful, demons are chaotic, and they always have war. And so with the devils, we're kind of fighting on the side of the devils. We just cut a quick deal with them. And there's these things called Hellfire engines from Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. These giant steamrollers that shoot flame, very like Mad Max. And so right now, where we were last time, the bad guys were trying to fire up the Hellfire engines, and we were buying them time, fending off the demons. But while doing so, we've pretty much 100% committed to stealing one of these and keeping them forever, whatever it takes. I think that's pretty
And having played with you as I have in the past, I could see that as your character's goal in mission. All last episode, starting to wheels turning to get your hands on a Hellfire engine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm correct in that assumption.
That's pretty much where we're at. Lux and my character have a backflip competition, and yeah, and we really haven't. Our whole group is very.
Is that what you call it, Sean?
It's a
Is that what it is?
competition. Yes, that's what it is.
I'm crushed.
And we're and we're all still kind of reeling from it.
Just the entire internet ships Luxos, just so you know. So, just saying.
Well,
Lexos.
My character, I think, did a backflip last time. And I looked at Lux to see what her response was, and she vomited. So I'm very
To be fair,
hurt.
I was playing her at that time.
I'm very hurt by that. And
I'm
so,
having first wife flashbacks myself over
We're-
here.
You know, our relationship is like there's highs and lows, and right now the vomit is like a new low. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
It's like a Sid and Nancy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
That's what-
Blondie, the first years. So, Brulinda, is there anything to add to that narrative?
Well, I will say that when I decided to take over the Hellfire engine, I rolled a nat 20 on it. So we did, in fact, have control of it at the end of last session. I was extremely happy about this. May or may not have bought makeup to come in Furiosa makeup from Mad Max today. So I'm a little sad because I don't have my engine.
The adventure will begin with the party boarding the Hellfire engine. And it is at this moment where you hear a sound unlike any you have ever heard of before. If you could imagine King Kong giving birth to a Tyrannosaurus Rex, that's what it sounds like. Just, no, 9 months of gestation for nothing. Yeah, and it's just like, the ground itself is shaking. Rocks are erupting all around you. In the very ground of a furnace, the first layer of hell itself is collapsing beneath you. Armies of demons and devils are turning to ash. What do you do?
Is there an inside of the Hellfire engine? Like, can you go in it?
Sure.
By the rinds and layers. Whose
I was
idea
gonna
was
say-
it to come down here?
Zippy, I'll tell you exactly when you're there.
Be like, who the
Get off my engine!
Yeah.
the thing?
Pans up, there's a little gnome and a sheep.
Take 2. Cut. All right, everybody back to first positions. All right, it's restarting. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, are you going in?
Die for cover. I figure if anything can survive, like a big fall.
I want to know 3 things. How are you dealing with the collapsing ground? How are you dealing with the erupting earth? And what are you doing to avoid the legion of devils and demons that are desperately charging towards you to find some form of assistance? Those are 3 problems you're trying to solve right now.
I say we get in and we steamroll anybody who gets close to us.
All right.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Are any of you proficient in navigating land vehicles? If not, it's fine. I just need to know who's driving this thing.
No, I'm
Well,
not proficient.
If there's a door, like to get in and out, once my friends are in, I'm gonna guard the door, and anybody who comes in is gonna get a lot of key points worth of punching.
All right. Pelor won't take the wheel in this situation, so is Brulinda or Lux going to be the driver?
I vote Lux because Berlinda, being Berlinda, is standing on top of the engine screaming, "Come on if you think you're hard enough."
Wait, so you didn't get in the machine?
Nope.
You're just standing on the top?
I'm a
All right,
distraction.
so Brulinda, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
As I
And this
die
could be
in the first
dire
5
consequences.
Here we go.
5 minutes and I'm dead. Hold on, my character sheet.
Well, I do have a reputation to keep as a dungeon master.
Yeah, the reputation is let me kill people, not kill me.
Oh, well, you're on the player side.
Oh God!
That's
Oh,
not great.
No.
Hi, everyone, giving us those wonderful bits and cheers. Castle Mac Raven, how are you? Look forward to playing with you soon. And that's going to put us over in Divine Favor. So the order is going to be Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And for those of you that aren't Christian, that's Sean, Ellie, Zippy, and Kelly.
Ooh,
and
I'm Luke.
So this might save you out. Otherwise, you're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, followed by, we will say, 46 of burning rock damage, for a total of 22 hit points. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll a d4, and it's going to go to Zippy, who's not even with the party yet. Zippy, can you roll a d6 for me?
Of course I can. You know I can. That's /R1d6. Ba-bam, that's a 4.
All right, so 4 is going to give you a critical hit, a nat 20 that you can use on any 2-hit roll. In the meanwhile, the camera cuts back to the players that are currently in the game. And Brulinda, you sustain 12 points of bludgeoning damage as rocks begin crashing on you, and they are burning hot. It is at that moment that the entire plane of Avernus and Hell itself freezes over. The world, as you know it, turns to icy blue. The rocks that are falling on her are hanging mid-air. And a rift in the planar sky above you begins to open, and it appears as if self-building steps are slowly descending towards the earth below you. Your engine is in a stasis position. You feel like you can move, but none of the physical components around you or the devils or demons that were in the midst of combat. But the stair is slowly lowering from the sky. What
Can
do you
Lux see this from inside the engine?
Yes, she can see
It's
it
like
clearly.
easy to see. Okay, she's gonna go out of the engine, but be super sneaky about it, and try to just move within the shadows to keep an eye on this new thing that's coming down from the sky.
Yeah, and Zippy, you notice she does this. Shallot notices she does this as you are sitting next to her. He's there now.
Hello.
Holy shit!
And I sent you as a note in Zoom, essentially, Shallot, how you will remember all of this. So I'll let you play out this scene as the stairs are slowly coming down. Odos, you see this as well.
Greetings
Okay,
and
wait.
salutations.
Okay, I pull out a knife and it's at his throat.
Yes, do it, says
you
the
do that.
sheep. Do it. Just slice his throat. Just right across the jugular. Just let his, just please, just do it. We're in hell. You can literally get away with anything.
The sheep
Cantrip
says those things.
to Brulinda. Am I hallucinating? Or can you see this little gnome too? Muted, sweetheart.
Still silent. These are the sounds
Hello?
of silence.
Yeah.
She's back.
I don't see any gnomes, but we might have a bit of a situation up here.
Wait, you mean those stairs come down from the sky? Yeah, things are
Uh-huh.
getting freaky.
Just a bit, and it's gotten a bit cold. Wait, gnome? Where's there a gnome? And I'll stick my head down
Odos, you see him as well.
into the
Hello?
Hellfire engine.
I've got my knife to his throat. Lux looks really unimpressed.
Where
Tell
the
us
hell
who
did
you
you
are.
come from?
Where did you come from? You've got 3 seconds. Or
Well, you
second
see, you see about that. You guys, when you guys made the run from the prison in the abyss, I was being held there and questioned for just popping in. What he actually means is he decided to pop in right in front of the King of Hell himself, and he didn't enjoy that one bit. He's kind of stupid like that. My name's Ramsey, and the sheep outstretches like a little cloven hoof
There's a
towards
sheep.
Lux.
I don't think we were told there was a sheep.
There's a sheep.
Shallot and Ramses.
We're out of food, remember?
Oh,
From Ramses' fleece, you see another cloven hoof with a knife.
Oh no, darling, you're far too cute to eat. I was thinking we could eat the gnome.
Oh yes.
Mm.
Shallot, you're okay with being eaten, right? No, not really. I don't even know I have this knife to my throat. I've been with you the entire time. You gotta believe me. Shallot, he's little. He's like about 3'5", maybe 3'4". He's in like a blue trench coat, and The most distinguishing feature about him is his royal purple hair that's tied up into like a little top knot ponytail that kind of makes him look like a red onion.
Grant, my character is not even going to bother with this little weird guy. I want to do two things when nobody's looking. I have this frozen flower, right, that I've been kept, and it never melted in hell. So I just want to check it when no one's looking to see if it's still frozen. Is it still frozen?
It is currently fine. It is still frozen. It is in the condition that you left it, and you notice a figure descending from the staircase, a pale form. About how far can you see? Describe your perception abilities to me, Odos.
I think I have dark vision. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it gets their eyes, so I think I have dark vision 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, so you can see out. You notice the pale form is descending the steps and coming down from the sky to the earth. It is, aside from your party, it is the only thing moving. I'm going to put in Zoom chat, as it gets closer, you can make out its face while the party is dealing with Shallot, and I will show on stream the individual who is descending the stairwell. Slowly.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's serious.
100% serious.
One other thing I want to do real quick. I know this won't work, but I just want to check.
I just believe.
When I was in Zerthadalun, I was supposed to be one of the sustainers because I could use the power of mutability to change the environment, like, you know, make a river, make earth or whatever. Seeing how hell just went from fire to ice, my character quietly just wants to see if he can change a little portion of it to something else, like melt the ice, just like a 5-foot cube.
What, right underneath his feet?
No, somewhere safe. Yeah.
Okay.
You're able to create fire, but it does not remove anything, and you're starting to get the feeling that it's not as much ice as it is a stasis hold. If you can imagine a game like StarCraft, the Protoss could put things in these blue orbs, which would hold them and freeze them there. It's kind of this idea where there seems to be
time
an extra
stopped.
planar force. Yes. Think anime. So essentially, the world has stopped. In this being, entity comes down the stairs and he says, "Odo, son of Orin." I don't know if you're son of Orin, but it sounds good. He goes, "I have been sent through time and space in response to a wish spell, and there is very little time. You and your companions are to come with me."
Oh, wish spell. You know, that's pretty powerful.
I'm gonna kind of turn from the gnome and look up and see this person descending the stairs and kind of be like, oh, well.
Yeah, it's a regal, elegant figure. You know, incredibly handsome given his age. And yes, he is descending in his full glory.
Well, aren't you a welcome change from vomit demons?
There is little time. You must follow me up the stairs. The fate of your world depends on it, lest it be consumed by the urban leviathan of Dis. He kind of looks around.
Gotta make an insight check on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
See, he's full of malarkey. All right.
Ramsey raises a hoof. Can we leave the gnome here?
Yes.
He is essential. You know that he is being... Not only do you know he's being 100% honest and forthright, you know that he would probably not prefer this job right now, but he is completely bound to see it through. There is a chance the wish fails, in which case your universe as you know it will collapse. The Eater of Planes has come.
Oh boy. That doesn't sound good.
We already know that. We're already working on that.
This is not the end of your world. This is the end of all things. Your world is but one. Many worlds, one sky.
My character.
There cannot be two skies.
Oh,
This
mic
is true.
drop.
All right.
That is so profound.
Just gonna glare at Lux.
Madam, would you mind removing the knife from my throat, please?
Look, as far as I'm aware, I have no idea who you are. You've just popped up and then some random guy is coming out of the sky. You're staying exactly
I am
where
no
you are.
random. He speaks over you in a mighty voice and with a frightening presence. You feel as if your blood itself freezes over. And that goes for all of you. I need you to make wisdom saving throws as he speaks, because he is horribly offended by this.
No,
I am ancient.
cunning.
I am the land.
And a critical.
Lord of Ravenloft, master of Barovia.
Wow.
All right, Strahd. I remember you.
Okay, hold on. My roll 20 just decided to bugger off and reboot itself. You said wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. Okay.
All right. So currently, Lux and Odos are feeling compelled to follow his commands, but Brulinda and Shallot are not feeling compelled. And he says, "You must follow me up the infinite staircase to the nexus of all planes. There is little time."
Nah.
Sean, is
Well, then the dagger gets removed from Charlotte's throat
Shallot.
as Lux starts to walk away.
Shallot just kind of stands up and dusts himself off. Oh boy, another extraplanar adventure. Are you ready, Ramsey? Not in the slight. I'd rather stay here in hell. You know what? Those people have horns. I have horns. I'm a sheep. I speak abyssal. I could stay here all day. But I need you. You're my best friend. All right, fine. I'll go one more adventure. Then I'm outsy. So Shallot mounts Ramsey, little gnome on a sheep, and just kind of prances his way out of the Hellfire engine.
Excuse me, and I'm going to be addressing, of course, totally not Strahd that just walked down the
it is totally Strahd.
I know who it is, Grant. I am more than happy to follow you, as this situation has gotten slightly out of hand. Not that we don't have it under control, but it's a little out of hand. But I just have a single request. Can my companions go first, and then you, and I'll bring up the rear. You know, just to watch our backs.
If you must have that as a condition, there's one thing that I ask of you in return. Do not touch me, and do not speak to me on the way up, for I am familiar with your
Look at
kind.
the booty.
I promise I will not touch you.
All right, but there is going to be temptation, as he is crafted by the dark powers themselves. Yes, so assuming the party obliges, the three companions are in front, Strahd is directly behind, and Brulinda is following up the rear, with Strahd in all of his beautiful glory before her.
Shallot kind of like turns around to face Strahd. Ramsey's still ascending the stairs. So, like, who wished you? Who wished you to do all this?
I am not at liberty to say, but it is a great power, one you may be familiar with.
Oh, neat. Like on a scale of like 1 to cosmic, like how cosmic is this power?
His power is greater than that of a lesser deity. His power is greater than a god of lies.
Oh,
He has the power to stop the very plane from collapsing. But why he would choose the lot of you is beyond my understanding.
What he's saying, Shout, is keep your mouth shut when you're talking to him so he doesn't eviscerate us. Oh, all right. And he kind of like turns back and faces front. This is going to be a great adventure. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Talk while we're
Yeah, you can talk while you're going up.
well. My character doesn't like slavery or being forced to do things.
No, that's true.
So I tell Strahd, I won't let the shackles of conformity and control wrap their chains around me, scum. As soon as I get free of this, I'm going to hurt you very badly. I'm going to stare at him with my black eyes. Super intensity lines.
A smile kind of creeps across his face, and he goes, "Your passion and your intensity will be your downfall. By the way," his eyes kind of glance in an ambiguous direction. He goes, "She's out of your league." And then he continues up the steps.
Oh, damn.
And he does a backflip.
I know we're in hell.
Bullshit! I've been quivering.
I know we're in hell, and I know it's frozen over, but I'm sorry. Did he just get burned?
Nice. So he brings you up the stairs, and as you cross through the portal, you are in a place where there seems to be a pale green sky, and there are literally hundreds and hundreds of stairwells beyond any the eyes can see. And Strahd says, "Now, in accordance with the wish by which I am bound, each of you may ask me one question, which I must answer honestly." Which seems to pain him.
Who sent you?
I was sent by a high dark power.
Does Zippy and the sheep both get questions?
Can you ask that again, Sean? Your volume's a little low.
Does Zippy and the sheep both get questions?
Yes.
What is the name of the dark entity that sent you?
The name of the entity is unpronounceable in the common tongue. However, I can give you the name that I was given. Raja Teal.
Raja Teal.
That is how it introduced itself to me.
Huh. Does that mean anything to any of you?
No.
And
Anything here?
yeah. And the mechanism by which the wish was voiced was one Mordenkainen of Oerth.
Morty! Hey! I know that guy. He's pretty swell.
He's probably mad that I stole his sheets. I'm just letting you know that right now.
You stole his sheets. I stole a load of his poisons and his notebook.
Ramsey was like, "Wait, you steal sheep?"
No, sheet with a T.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you're into that, Ramsey kind of like licks his hoof and he like pushes back like a little tuft of hair in between his two horns.
Adventurous I might be, but I'm not Welsh.
Ouch.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Apologies to all my friends in Wales.
I don't have any questions for this guy.
It's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
So we're only allowed one question each?
Is that your question?
No.
Whoa.
Got Strahded.
That was me thinking out loud.
Yes.
Odos. You don't want to ask a question. But would you ask one on my behalf?
Yes.
Can you ask him if his answers are in any way if they can see into the future, give us an idea of anything that might come to pass.
Okay, so I'll ask him that.
And
Hey,
you're
kids.
asking it in a yes or no question?
Oh, it has to be yes or no.
Well, no, that was the type of question. You'll get a yes or no answer. His answer is yes, he can scry the future, but it is constantly in motion. However, the fate of his domain is completely undecided at this moment, and your choices are going to impact Oerth as a whole, as well as all planes of existence within your particular realm of the multiverse.
Well, then I still want my question. And I want to know the answer as the whole multiverse stands right in this moment.
All right.
Will I kill him?
Ooh.
Who will you
Huh.
kill? I'm not a mind reader, darling. I'm a vampire.
May I whisper it into your ear?
Yeah, he leans in closely.
It's only because I don't want the other people on my team to hear. So I'm gonna message you privately, Grant. To keep the suspense.
Grant is the name of the dark power. They guessed it. No. Yeah, go ahead and message it in Zoom privately.
How do I message in Zoom privately?
You should be able
Aha.
to open chat. Choose whatever my name currently is.
Grant Ellis.
The Great Elias.
Okay.
Elias. The Book of Grant Ellis. That should be a movie. Starring, what is it? Don Cheadle instead of Denzel Washington.
The question has been asked.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Drakthada King, for sharing 8 bits. That's the best I could do. A rouge trickster. She's red. Let's see if we can make her blush. No, he's giving you his response, and he leans in very closely. You almost get the fragrance of springtime emanating from him. It's kind of this otherworldly aroma, unlike any that you have ever smelled. Quite pleasant and refreshing. And then he whispers very quietly, at a level that only you can hear. And then he takes a look over. Has Berlinda asked a question? Did she want one?
Is there any way I can delay my question? Or must
No.
it be asked now? Must be asked now.
It must be asked now because I have places I need to be in accordance with the wish.
All right. Is anything that we are doing going to actually prevent the end of our world?
100% yes. 100%. The fate of the entire world is in your hands. How does that feel?
I was talking about Thor's Dune destroying our world.
Yes, I answered in accordance to your world, not just your entire multiverse. It's unfortunate that the fate of both the multiverse and your world would be in your hands, but I think that's why the wish chose you. You had the
Why
capability
my hands?
to-
My hands are very nice hands. Very capable.
He kind of looks in a judgmental way, and for those of you that can read the surface level of his thoughts, he's thinking, lobster shell cracking, jar opening, tearing an apple in half. He just has all these visions running through his hands, and he kind of shrugs. He goes, genetics, you don't get to choose them. And with that, he bamfs out of there. So you are in this collection of stairwells, and Strahd is gone. But you only have the information that you have. There may be someone else in this environment who will give you more answers, though. What do you do?
The entire multiverse in the hands of 4 individuals and a sheep. This is the stuff the bards will sing about. Oh man.
Maybe. It depends if I'm feeling inspired that day.
I'm gonna look at the gnome and the sheep and I'm gonna be like, where did you come from? Why are you here?
Well, I am part of a extraplanar defense force, as it were.
Where's the rest of them?
Now, to be fair to you, Shallot, you've always been with them. You've been with them for a long time now.
Yeah.
And you might even be confused why they're asking you these questions.
Exactly. There are 11 more besides me, so there's 12. It's called the Council of 12. We have a citadel in the middle of the multiverse, and we kind of protect the multiverse from extraplanar calamities.
Where's the other 11?
You don't want to meet the other 11 shallots. They're much more worse than this one.
All right.
But they're in the Citadel right now. They send different shallots to different worlds and planes of existence to kind of lock it down, as it were.
Are there 12? Are there 12 sheep and 12 gnomes?
Yes. One for every Faustian deal.
Oh, cool. I'm going to look around. We're in the infinite staircase, right?
You're in the infinite staircase. There's many different stairwells. What exactly are you looking for?
Well, first, I mean, there's like an endless void around us, right?
Yeah. It's you see it as like a pale green sky. That's the way it appears to you. And there's many different stairwells. There is a figure on one that's about, if you had to guess the length of a football field, you see a very large form that looks like it's mopping that stairwell up there.
Are there railings with vines on them or anything like that?
There are vines that connect the various stairwells, and there are. It looks like a webbish netting bridge is connecting many of these, almost as if someone has been here recently.
Does my character know about the infinite staircase, or I mean, what is?
To some extent, I know you as a player do, and here's essentially the echo you would know from Strahd. There is someone here that can direct you.
I'm gonna warn my allies. We're in the infinite staircase. If you fall up these stairs, I believe you will appear in a random plane, and we'll be separated maybe forever. So
That's how I got here.
There are
Yeah.
worse things that could happen.
Well, he didn't fall more than I just pushed him off the staircase.
I could see how that could happen. He's quite annoying, isn't he?
No, oh, you should have seen him before he made. Oh gosh.
DM, is there still any ice or anything around, or have we pretty much gotten out of the ice?
Please call me Grant. You are you are in the infinite staircase. So I might have a picture that I can drop in both the. Overlay.
I'm specifically looking for ice to refill our flasks.
No, there is none.
Okay.
There is none.
All right.
there's a lot of doors here to different planes.
There's a lot of doors. There's a lot of landings. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Let me pull one up. But yeah, there is a lot of tangled masses. Lot of platforms. Essentially floating in the void. So I'm going to paste this in Zoom, and while you discuss what you want to do, it looks like about a football field up and away, there is a figure mopping one of these landings. And Go ahead.
Shallot would frequent this mode of travel. Would he?
No, he would not. He would
not
travel through the plains through a more common way.
more. Okay.
This is a very uncommon way to
This is a very uncommon way to travel. Okay, so he wouldn't know the guy up there.
If he gets closer, he might know. It's difficult at this distance.
Okay.
It's exactly like that part in the in Diablo 2. If you ever played that, when you're in the second act, yeah.
Okay.
It's
So, so he's about a football field away.
Yep, he's up higher platform.
I'm going to explain to all right, so the sheep is Shallot?
No, the gnome is Shallot.
gnome
The sheep is Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Shallot and the sheep.
Well, standing around talking is doing nothing, so
Well, how about Brelinda? Before
Yes?
we go up there, we have no food or water.
we're not going to get any standing here, Odo.
Well, I
Shall-
want to see if the gnome can conjure up some.
Shallot pulls out like a lunchbox of rations and like kind of hands it. I mean,
Box.
You guys, I know you guys are out of food. I had my own rations. You could have asked, but you didn't. You were like, well, we just got out of this here abyss dungeon, and I was like, hey guys, look what I found. I showed you where there was a demonic dragon. I showed you where you could find all the demons in hell and find all the answers, but you just kept on going. You guys ignored me like I wasn't there.
Because you weren't there. We
But
just met you.
I was there the entire time. I swear.
Can we push him off something?
Hold on. I'm gonna start.
For the love of
Respect-
Cyril.
I want to respectfully start distributing the rations to my allies. So, Brelinda, I'm going to meaningfully hand you a granola bar. You know.
It's vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
Then, Lux, I'm gonna softly place a granola bar in your hands and like close the hand. And then I'm gonna eat a granola bar. I'm gonna be like, "Thanks, gnome." I'm gonna say,
This is very dry. Do you have any water?
"It is my will that our paths become one."
Oh, this
Aw.
is how he got us.
Oh, God.
Shallot.
This is oh man, like the many roots in the garden. We will become one and graft onto each other. I like it. You're very profound.
And I
There
pull
were
out a
two of
water
them.
skin and I toss
There
it to
were two of
Brihilda.
On the
I
left-
toss you a closed water skin because you asked for.
Well,
Some-
I was actually more laughing at Brihilda. That's kind of funny.
Oh, Berlinde. I'm sorry.
I mean, Brihilda works, kind of. He can call me Brihilda, and I will just correct him every time he does it. All right, so I will kind of distribute some of the water into my water skin, pass it over to Lux.
I'll drink some, but the whole time I'm like staring daggers at this weird sheep gnome combination.
Yeah, in Lux and Odos, you feel an odd shadow had moved over you guys slightly, and then got out of there. But you sense something had passed you by, and it's not the figure up 500 feet away, or 300 some odd feet away, a football field length.
Once
What
I
was
eat my
that?
granola bar, I'm going to start heading up to the sweeper. Because I'm such a high-level monk, everybody, my speed is like a 50, so I'm going to be up there so fast. You know, it's good luck.
So describe how you want to do it. Do you want to take the vine bridges? Are you going to take one of the webbed routes? That would be the shortest.
I'm looking for the safest. I do not want to fall off this bridge.
Okay, so in your opinion, what would make it safely? So railings, protections.
Well, you said there's two paths.
Less
Right?
vertical.
One is a web.
Well, there's a lot of different webs all over the place, and then there's sort of these vine branches, and then there appears to be some steps and stairs going up between some of them. Yeah, the webs seem like they're in really odd places.
Webs.
I tug on Odos.
Did you want to go talk to the sweeper guy?
Lux,
Yeah.
the shadows pass over you again, and this time, Brulinda, you notice them.
I grab Odos's hand and I say,
Do you trust me?
In Zerthamon's name, I do.
I was going to say, are we going to have a whole new world now?
Oh, God.
Shallot snaps his fingers and casts Dimension Door. And
Awesome.
blinks 500. Well, he can blink up to 500 feet, so he's going to try to blink up because he can see where the sweeper is, so he's going to try to blink right next to him. It says you teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive exactly at the spot desired. It can be a place that you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight downwards, etc. And you can bring along objects as long as their weight does not exceed yours. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller. Oh shit, he's not my size. So I go up there.
Yeah,
I was waiting for you to get to that part.
Shallot goes up there. Odos, Brulinda, and Lux. You notice on a nearby stairwell now, there are large monstrosities built out of stone, and a whirling vortex of air that has within it the visage of absolute pain. And also, there is a enormous fireball that erupts between the group of you that may be cast from an unseen leader. So I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws when we come back from a 5-minute break.
I was just about to say, there's something here, guys. Let's stop fannying around. Oh, no.
And so
Okay.
chat will be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
See you then. And
It's like $4 at Michael's, so I'm okay.
with that, we are back.
Very exciting. I've actually switched to bourbon now since somebody shamed me for having ginger ale. So now I've actually.
Oh my goodness,
bourbon.
ginger ale's good stuff, especially if you have a stomach ache.
Yes.
Never bow to peer pressure.
To be fair, I wanted some bourbon.
That's how bad choices on St. Patty's Day happens. They're like Irish car bombs, and you're like,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
this is great, and then
Don't
you're
Yeah,
ever
I
do
mean-
hugging the
those.
toilet.
No.
Darby O'Gill and the Little People marathons, and
No, never do the Irish car bomb. That is a very bad idea.
So,
I like
when last
Alex.
we left our intrepid heroes, we have a call for a dexterity saving throw in Roll20 for 3 of our companions that are down below on a lower stairwell, as what appears to be an elemental force is invading and an unseen magical attacker. So we are going to have, it looks like, 2 successful saves and good golly, Miss Molly. And let's roll some damage. So those of you that made your save will take half, and those of you that didn't, which would be Odos, take full. So 28 points of damage.
Oh,
Fire damage,
Whoa.
if it's
I'm
important.
not.
And with that...
Wait, I have a question. When did we last rest? Was that
I
a
do not
long
know.
time ago?
Probably.
Yep.
You're in the middle of the battle.
Oh, okay. Lux is looking. She's bleeding a bit. She's bruised.
Me too.
Yeah.
And singed by the dark forces of an unseen mystical attacker.
Are we already on initiative, or can I?
We're gonna roll initiative now. That would have been the surprise round.
Okay.
Initiative.
I don't know where my icon is.
Does Shallot hear the explosion of the fire?
Yes, he
Yeah.
hears it. It's
You're gonna probably need to clear the initiative order, Grant.
eh.
'Cause-
Here's what we do. So there's Roll20. I always keep track. Like, I'm old school. I always have like a pen to keep track of initiative, a digital one. So go ahead and give me Lux's initiative. I'll call them out in my order, and then I lock them over.
I think my server just crashed again on Roll20. Hold on, I'll refresh. Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Roll20's doing weird stuff right now. So I see some scores. There's not that many of you. I normally call them out because I, run games for very large groups of players. So I actually spelled
14.
everybody's characters' names right before we even got into game. So Lux is a 14.
Yeah.
Brulenda is a 6.
Oh, it actually rolled? Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't see-
Odos is a 15.
And I
And Shallot is an 18.
Damn.
And for all intents and purposes, the elemental force goes on 10. And with that, it is Shallot's turn. And he is high up above everyone, about 300 feet away.
Shoots and roots. I'm sorry. I forgot you're not gnomish size.
and he starts running down the staircase
This
towards
little
everyone.
Hold on, guys. I saw the fireball. Don't worry.
I'm coming, and I'm going to dash, which would be double my movement for the turn, and that will be 50 feet.
Okay. Are there any bonus actions or other things you're able to do on your...
No, not anything right now.
Okay. No
Nothing.
Misty Step, nothing.
No mystic maps. No. I mean, I could cast Dimension Door again, but I need to keep my
Yeah.
spell slots.
All right, so you travel 50 feet closer. You are going down stairwells. That appears to be the safest way, but the elemental force has not picked up on you at all. And with that, it is Odo's turn.
Okay, do we see the person who attacked us?
You do not. But you do see the elementals. You do not see anything based on all of your experience fighting these sort of monsters, anything that could cast a fireball.
All right, there's so on a nearby platform there's elementals. There's stone. Is
Yep,
that the deal?
there's one made out of stone, it looks like, and there is one that is made out of air.
I'm hurt really bad. Are there any? I hate to do this to you, Grant. Are there any doors nearby?
There's
We might
the
need
one.
some-
There's the one you came through, and you could get up another platform if you needed to, and go through a door. You don't know where it'll send you, though.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna look at my allies. I'm hurt bad. I know Lux is hurt pretty bad. I'm gonna look at Brelinda. Is she hurt? Brelinda, are you hurt? Yes. Do you want to run for the door, or do you want to try to fight these things? We've got the sheep.
Ramsey kind of like looks at him. What do you expect me to do? I am only the Ramsey of Shallot and Ramsey. I'm just a talking head at the moment.
So, quick, Breland, do you want to fight them, or do you want to run? Because I am hurt pretty freaking bad. I can't hear you here.
I think maybe we should run. I can heal, but not that much. Not all at once.
All right. I'm gonna make a break for the mystery door. My speed is 50, so if I double move, that's 100. I also have boots of striding and springing, which let me jump incredible distances. So I'm going to dramatically race and leap my way to this mystery door. And then if I have time, I will fling that mother open and see what's in there.
Yeah, this doorway is open, and looking through it, did you want to go straight way? You see huge branches, massive branches, and squirrel-like creatures running up and down.
The World
the
Tree!
branches. Yes.
I'm in! Going in.
All right.
Okay. All right. I mean, well, okay. I'll wait my turn. Go ahead.
I'm going in, I'm staying by the door. Like, I'm gonna, like, hold on to the door, open it for my ally, you know, like, and if someone tries to force its way in, I'll, you know, I'm just gonna kind of be by the door.
Lux, it is now your turn.
Hold on, you're muted.
We're not used to Zoom.
No, I'm so not used to Zoom. Not a big fan of fighting battles that I don't think I could come out on top of, and these guys are pretty big and stony, and I'm quite small. So unfortunately, I guess I'll have to follow Odos. But secretly, I'm happy about it.
Now,
Don't tell him though.
Don't touch.
I want to make an insight to see if I can see.
now, Odos, go ahead and make an intelligence roll with advantage.
Okay.
In fact,
Oh, my insight was a 23. Okay.
an intelligence with proficiency. This is like an intelligence attack roll.
Okay, so my intelligence check. All right, so first of all, my intelligence is a -1. So I got an 8, and then if you want to add my proficiency bonus, it's
What's your
+4.
wisdom? It'd actually be more wisdom, not intelligence.
Oh, okay. Well, my wisdom is an 18. So here we go.
Yeah, that's
So I got a 12, and then another 4 for adding my proficiency bonus.
You know that they are big and scary, and the party is small. However, you recall mentioning to people that they need to be careful to not fall off the sides because they will be warped to other planes. So though they be big, they can be pushed.
Oh, these creatures we can push them on the side.
We could do like what we did with what was his face?
Thunder wave.
Okay.
How,
When they get
how
close
close
enough.
are they? How close are they to us right now?
They're about 50 feet.
Okay. I think we should make a stand by the door, definitely, so that we can pop through. If we need to. All right. So, I'm waiting for my turn.
It is currently Lex's turn, so she was making a dash for the door.
So I can actually dash as a bonus action. So then as my action, I'm gonna turn around. look at the elementals, and I'm going to cast Shatter
Nice.
to try to like knock them off their feet. And that
Yeah.
kind of-
So, describe how this looks in sort of the fiction of the world. How does this look when you cast Shatter at them?
I sort of feel like the air kind of ruptures, and it's kind of like thunder, a thunder wave, I guess, but in like a circle, like an orb coming out from a selected point, and that causes thunder damage.
Yeah,
Like,
go ahead and roll damage on that.
Ah, what?
What did you get?
I got rubbish. That's what I got.
Oh.
5 thunder.
I got 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
thunder
So,
damage.
yeah, that's one of those things. She rolled 2 1s on that. So, yeah, but you hit them, and it looks like particularly the earthen creatures. They are not happy when they absorb that thunder, and they almost seem like they're becoming belligerent to an unseen commander. And with that, it is their turn. So these elemental forces are going to try to close in on you, and one of them gets within range of Brulinda. Are there any reactions she can take when a creature gets up in her grill?
Not that I can sing at them with cutting words. I mean, just cutting words would be my only reaction.
Yeah. So, here's essentially how it comes down. It rolls down the steps to you, this giant rock-like creature. It rolls down, and then it pops up in front of you on the stairwell. It couldn't quite trample you over, and then it's going to attempt to slam into you with its massive stone hands. And so he will roll d20 plus 8. 22 to hit, I assume. So that'd be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Do I want to cutting words that?
What's your armor class?
13. So it's not going to do anything. So I'll just take the 12, I guess.
Alright, yeah, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. The air elementals, they are not engaging right now. They seem confused, and they don't seem to know who their boss is right now. They are not happy with this whole situation. And the unseen attacker is going to go now. So he's going to let's see. I need Odos. You're gonna have to do, I believe, a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dex save. Here we go. Boom. 13.
All right, so let me double check the DC. You made it. You made it. You are not caught in a web that shoots over the entrance to the door. So there's a web in front of this door now that is leading to the world tree.
And I'm on the other side, right? Or am I?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So I'm with the squirrel people.
Yeah. Who are, they see you come through and they're like kind of backing up, kind of confused. These Ratatoskers. Yeah. Holy moly! Most of my adventures involve drunk Ratatoskers. But good old Kobold Press. Buy their products. So that is all they do. One of them couldn't get in range to attack you. One of them attacked Brulinda. So it is Brulinda's turn.
How far away is Lux from me?
She's about 40 feet.
And how far away is the door?
About 45 feet.
And there's a web between us and the door.
It's in the doorway.
I'm going to dash. I'll tell you if you tell me if I can do this. I'm going to dash to Lux, grab her around the waist, and dimension door to the side of Odos.
What?
So
You
how many
have to
feet
know.
can you?
Nice.
How many feet?
What?
Nice.
I'm sorry.
How many feet can you typically move?
30.
All right. So, but she's 40 feet away, so you need a dash action, which wouldn't let you cast the spell in this round. However, I'm willing to say she's maybe a little closer than you thought she was at eye glance. So it's more of a move,
I am
right?
wearing my cloak of displacement, so it's hard to pin down exactly where Lux
Yep,
is.
it makes sense to me. Yeah, I'm totally going to let you run over to grab her, but the Gale of Dur, rock elemental, got a 19 to hit you as you ran away from it. And if you have a reaction that might be able to lower that, you can use that. You are muted.
I will cutting words it and just say, haha, you fight like a farmer. And then that's going to
I know!
How appropriate. You fight like a cow. Anyway, what D is D10? I think.
I think so.
Yeah, D10.
So a 6,
Or-
that
I
lowers
said-
it to a 13. Is your armor class 13?
My armor class is 13.
Alright, so he hits you for 12 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so, all right, so guys, we need to get through that door pronto. So now
I'm on my way.
Now
Hold on,
we are on
guys.
the other side of the door, of the web in the door.
For
and-
misery
Yes,
to have
as is Lux.
I teleported Lux and I actually just behind Odos into the World Tree door.
All right,
Wow.
and
Wait,
we don't-
I don't get a do I get a bonus action?
what bonus action are you going to use?
I would like to use a small thing called Mass Healing Word. And I'm
Yes.
going to cast it at let's see how I'm going to cast this. I'm going to cast it at level 5.
Whoa.
All right, so go
And
ahead.
of course I get a nat. God.
Wow.
All right, so we each get 7, which is better than nothing, but
Wow.
sorry. I tried.
Wow.
All right, but we got to get so we're on the other side. We're in the World Tree
7.
door.
50.
Mm-hmm. And Shallot, it is now your turn.
How far is the closest earth elemental to me?
Jeez.
About 180 feet.
Okay, so he's gonna move 25 feet closer, and he's going to cast. He's gonna pull out of his pocket a snake skin glove, and he's going to like look around. Bigby, give me a hand. And then he's going to cast Bigby's hand.
You do that thing. You cast Bigby's hand, and it is now cast.
And then
What
he's
now?
going to command it to be a forceful hand. And he's going to have it move close to the closest rock elemental and try to push it off.
All right. It flicks it off.
The hand attempts to push a creature within 5 of it. Oh, okay, no. So I can cast it up
Yeah,
to
I can do it.
150 feet.
Yeah,
So I've gotten
you can
close.
cast it, and it's there, and then it can push this thing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Make a check with the hand's strength, contested by the strength athletics check of the target. If the target is medium or smaller, you have advantage on the check. If you succeed, the hand pushes the target up to 5 feet plus the number of feet equal to 5 times your spell casting ability modifier.
Yeah, you won't have advantage on this, but there's a good chance that you push it off.
Yeah, its strength is 26 plus 8.
Yeah, you're going to do that. So he got a 23.
Okay. So 1d20 plus 8. Can I
You have
retroactively
your
use my?
critical hit.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
gonna
want.
just use the critical hit.
Yeah.
and then 5 times my spellcasting modifier. So it pushes him 20.
No,
feet.
he's off. He's
Yeah. Okay.
ends up in GURPS or some other game entirely.
Shallot gives Bigby's hand like a thumbs up. Bigby's hand gives Shallot a some thumbs up.
Everything curves.
And with that, it is Odos's turn. You are just on the other side of the web.
Now we're safe, but we've left this poor gnome and his sheep to die, basically. Right?
This
What's
is
the
correct.
problem?
You look over, and then Ramsey's just like standing right next to you. Nobody was looking at me.
That's true.
Okay. So wait, Ramsey's the sheep. So it's just the gnome out there. So the gnome pushed one creature off. How many creatures are left?
There's 2 air elementals, an unseen attacker, and 1 other earth elemental,
Oh, jeez.
which isn't an earth elemental. It's a Galebdur.
I'm gonna ask the sheep. Is he gonna know the dimension door in here? Do you have some
Probably.
kind of it's like psychic bond with him or something?
Oh hell no! Do you think I want him rummaging around in my mind? You crazy?
We have one of you, Freelinda, you have a message spell or something, right? Sending? Oh, you're muted again.
Lux and I both have it.
Okay. So they could. So okay, I'm gonna say all right. I'm interested in the squirrel people. Me in real life, I want to know how much they can fit in their cheeks, but my character just wants to make sure
Quite
we're
a bit,
safe.
mostly alcohol.
So I'm gonna that would be awesome because I'm a drunken master and I need alcohol right now. So I'm gonna approach them if I can and greet them. I'll say, in Zerthamon's name, we mean you no harm. We're from the Infinite Staircase.
Zerthamon's name is a good one, they say, and they start laughing. They go, "We love Zerthamon's name!" And they start sort of skittering up around and kind of dance. They go, "What brings you to our home? Yes, are you here to visit the Great Lady? Oh, if you're here to visit the Great Lady, she'd be very happy to see you."
We should leave this place.
Perhaps. Right now, we're fleeing angry elementals, the Infinite Staircase, and the door has been webbed shut. So we're just taking in your wonderful realm. And I am wondering if you have any alcohol.
We could
Linda.
fetch you some. Yeah, we'd either have to go down and talk to the troll folk, or we'd have to bring you higher up and maybe talk to the bird people.
Belinda,
I'll look at the others like,
Yeah.
has someone messaged the gnome? Because I know that I haven't.
You should probably do it. Yeah.
all right, that's it for my turn.
Yeah, you should do it. You should do it.
Okay, it's Lux's turn.
Okay, I'll cantrip message to Charlotte saying, I guess if you want to live, you should come over here.
Oh, you hear back from Shallot. It's like, "This is gonna be a great adventure. This is gonna be a great adventure. I'm gonna be a hero." Wait, what? What was that about Dimension Door?
As a bonus action, Lux would like to kill herself.
Did you say kill herself or heal yourself?
No.
I said kill myself. And yeah, and I guess, I mean, there's nothing I can really do from this side of the doorway with like the web in the way.
Oh, they're out of initiative. So.
They're not quite out of initiative, no.
Oh, they're not? Okay. I will
The
stop
only thing out of
assuming.
initiative right now is the Galebdur you shoved into who knows where.
Well, then for the rest of my turn, I just want to glare at the sheep.
And the sheep guy kind of looks at you and gives you a wink.
Alright, so the sheep is glared at. Horribly, painfully. And with that, a creature materializes between, on the other side of the web, on the other side of the door. It appears, and I'm going to paste this in Zoom chat.
Wait, on the other side of the web, like in the infinite staircase still?
It's in the infinite staircase still. It's not going and following you into the world tree. And I will add this to... So there is this dark creature from the Underdark, which lines up with Odos. And Odos, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as a bolt of lightning comes flying towards you and you alone.
Wow. Okay. Dexterity saving throw. Okay. I got an 11.
11 is not high enough. Its spell DC is 12. So let's see what happens. It's going to be some damage.
Okay.
How much damage will it be? It's going to be 8d6. And you're going to take all of it. Alright, so 23 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Now I have evasion, so I take half of that.
Yes.
Yeah. So I take 12. 11.
So yeah, you take 12 points of lightning damage, and then it begins. It turns its eyes and sees Shallot, and you see this creature begin to take off and begin to float through the air towards Shallot's direction. And with that, it is Brulinda's turn. The air elementals, one of them seems to be going towards Shallot, and one of them seems to be coming towards the stairwell you were at. And with that, it is Brulinda's turn.
Yeah, Berlinda's having a moment. Okay. First, I will again use my bonus action at the beginning of the round to try and cast Healing Word again, Mass Healing Word again. And I'm going. Come on, level 20, stop being a jerk. I'm going to cast it at level 4. Oh, great, 5. That's awesome. So I get 5 hit points back.
You get 7.
7, I'm sorry. Okay, 7. And then I'm going to try a Hail Mary. Everybody gets 7. I'm going to try a Hail Mary. And this is going to... How far away is that elf?
Your guess is he's probably... What are you trying to do to him? Just tell me what you're trying to do. Don't worry too much about exact distances.
We're
not on a
around
grid.
60 feet.
Yeah, you can do that. It's closer than that even.
I mean, it's going to fail, but, we're going to try it anyway. I'm going to try to dominate person.
Nice.
All right. So, what do they have to beat?
They have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw, which my saving throw DC is 16.
All right, they might not do that. Let's see what happens.
Come on, give me
would
some
this be
drow
considered a charm effect? Yes, it would be.
Yes, advantage, yeah.
So yes, it has advantage, and it is going to make a wisdom saving throw at some level. And let's roll that. I got a 20 and a 19.
Fine, I didn't want any drow booty anyway. So I'm just going to scream at Shallot to get his little gnomish ass in here.
I'm trying.
And with
Hold
that,
on.
we pick up top of initiative with the little gnomish ass.
Shallot's gonna jump off the staircase and try to dimension door to the doorway.
What type of action is a dimension door?
Dimension door is
Is it an action or a bonus action?
It is an action. So am I not able to jump and do
If
it?
it was a bonus action, I'd let you do it if it had a duration of instantaneous, but there's a casting time, and you fall 500 feet per round. Meaning...
Oh, so casting time is
camera out.
casting time is one action. Duration is instantaneous. So yeah, no.
Here's what I do. You can do it.
Okay.
You can try it.
So he's just going to try to.
Yeah, you're gonna cannonball. I assume you would cast the dimension door and then fall into it, right?
And then fall. He kind of, like do that video game where you prep a casting and then you flash, so it happens like when you
100%.
hit the flash. Yeah.
100%. I know this game.
So
you do that, and you get away from. I'm a ghost. It's pure white Grant. Let me. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm back. So you fall. The dark elf Missy steps onto the other side. No, I'm not doing that. It does not want to go into the world tree. But you do see the large figure that was up on a step, like Incredible Hulk Avenger style, goes jumping off its platform and like Superman punches that dark elf. It does not like that creature being here. And elf's knocked out of the sky. You are all on the other side of the dimension door now.
Oh, hey, nice call on the dimension door. 10 out of 10.
I think it's more of a 12 out of 10, personally. I think we all need to get a little bit of rest. That was a little too close for my comfort.
Is there a dark elf was on our side, right, and shot a lightning bolt at me? Is it still here? Or is it gone?
A dark elf shot it through the webbed area. Just kind of aimed, lined up, and zippity zap.
So there's no bad guys here because I had an awesome maneuver.
You could fight the squirrel people, the Ratatoskars.
Well, here's
They're
what
not
I will
bad,
do. Do these trees have fruit in them, like apples or whatever?
You know what? There are giant beach ball-sized berries.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
So here's what I was gonna do, because the drow was flying or whatever. I was gonna, because I can run up vertical surfaces. Just gonna run up the side of a tree, like grab a piece of fruit, and then do a spin kick in the air while eating the fruit and stunning strike the lady. But I can't do that now, so instead I'm just gonna run up the tree, grab a fruit, do like a
just munch on it, man.
and land right next to Lux and just like casually just.
All right. So I need.
No, adorable.
So everyone within a 30-foot radius of Lux needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12.
What did you do?
As he bites into this giant beach ball-sized berry, it explodes with a loud boom, and it's the old Sean Merwin Book of Layers World Tree berry. It just. And the juice goes everywhere, and it goes flying, and I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12.
Oh.
Or you are blinded.
Oh, no. What have I done?
Good job, Odos.
I got a 10.
You were the one that knew
So
everything.
everyone kind of covers up. Odos is flat on his back, and his face is covered, I don't know, he looks like one of the kids out of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He's like covered in stuff, and it's just like the little squirrels kind of dance around. What do you get when you eat all of our fruit? And they
Knocked on your ass.
yes. And you are blind for the next 1d4 hours unless there's some sort of treatment that can be done for you. The doorway closes when you all are on the other side. And these little squirrel-like creatures, these little Ratatoskars. So I'm going to pull up a picture. There's actually some great art for them from 2nd edition, from Planescape. There's also some good art by Kobold Press. And
if anybody's played God of War, you can summon one and it'll curse you out while it looks for treasure.
Nice.
If you've played Smite, you can actually play as Ratatoskr.
You can't.
His ultimate allows you to jump on the branches of the world tree and drop an acorn bomb on people.
That's amazing. That is amazing. In fact, we'll just use one of these little guys. So, they're kind of eyeballing you. One of them's wearing a beautiful nexus. necklace. The rest of them are nude. I'm like, what strange travelers? What brings you through a mysterious doorway into our humble home? And,
Shallot like pulls out like an index card. Greetings and salutations. My name is Shallot Wilbur Walla Walla Thaddeus Weatherfields, and I am an emissary of the Citadel. Do not be alarmed. I am here for
Okay, wait.
routine-
I cast silence on Shallot.
He is silenced. They can no longer hear them. They go, thank you.
There you go.
They can no longer hear.
I'm gonna like rip off some cloth and blindfold myself, reminding me of my training back in Zerthadaloon. And then I'm gonna see the sheep will be my guide sheep until I can see again.
You're seeing eye sheep.
Yes.
Wait, do you have basically liquid in your eyes?
I just have black eyes. Oh yeah, I guess that's what happened. Yeah, the goo and the.
Would I be able to use prestidigitation to instantly dry his face?
Wouldn't that dry out all of the liquid in his eyeballs? Like, including the eyeball?
So currently, it's not just that he has liquid. Think about the reaction between what happened when this juice touched his retinas and his pupils, etc. So,
Okay.
Without getting too scientific, you're welcome to try to dry out his eyeballs.
I'm alright being blind. I've tried.
Don't worry, Odos. I got this wonderful spell. This wonderful spell they taught me back at the academy. It's called prestidigitation.
Didn't I silence him?
Can I kick him? Just like kick him so he just falls over, and then I can just like stand on
Please.
his chest and be like,
Please,
Yeah.
please,
up.
just
You
shout.
do that. You're
You're annoying people. Just shut up.
Yeah, you kick him, and he is now kicked.
can you just
And-
not keep your mouth shut for 2 minutes? Do you not know what our task is here? You ridiculous little pig being.
He's silenced. Don't worry.
Good.
Okay.
Keep it
He
that
says
way.
no, he doesn't. But if you would be happy to explain to us your task, maybe we could be some assistance.
Well, right now, before we do anything else, we need to rest. This has been a really shit day.
This
You're
isn't a
telling
good
me?
place to rest. Yeah, you could get eaten by a lindworm or.
I didn't say here. We need
Ramsey
to find a place to rest.
Ramsey
The Ratataskars
approaches.
look like they've been wounded, and like their little self-esteem, they're like, she's aggressive. She's aggressive.
Ramsey approaches the Ratatusker. Salutations. My name is Ramsey Ramington of the Ramingtons. I would like to say you have an impeccable coat, and I love the way your ears are shaped. Now, would you happen to have a maybe like
Married.
an inn? We could change that right quick. Trust me. But if you have an inn or a hotel that we could possibly buy a couple rooms, maybe a trash can for the gnome. That would be great.
There's no inns here on the World Tree. The closest place to stay is to go down into the Troll Groves or to go up to the Silver Lady's house.
Well, trolls don't sound very accommodating because
They're
eat things.
horrible!
I know. Oh my God, they are just the worst. So I guess our next choice is to go up and visit the bird people. I like birds. Birds are nice.
Bird
got
is the
beaks.
word.
They have
Um,
wings. They fly. They don't have to be, shackled for all eternity to a gnome.
So, the Ratataskars are willing to lead you to the bird people. However, they have some questions for you because they are very, very, very curious. Their first question for you is, where exactly did you come from, and what's the story behind the door you came through?
Real quick, my question is, would this at all count like a short rest or no?
Not yet. Short rest will be when you do nothing. You will be traveling up, climbing over branches, dodging things. But I will tell you this much. You probably won't die to see the Silver Lady unless the dice say that you do. No, you're not going to die. You guys will get the benefits of a rest soon enough. So with that, they have questions for you. So where are you in fact from?
Do you know the? We are. Wait, I turn. Ramsey turns around to the rest of the group. All right, there are a few rules we have to talk about when it comes to talking about creatures from other planes. If they don't know about interdimensional travel and extraplanar travel, you might not want to tell them about it because maybe they're not ready for it. It's like the prime directive.
A Ratataskars that's walking directly on your legs says, "We go and travel through planes all the time." Yep, we've been to all the
Wonderful.
planes.
Oh, good.
Wonderful. Now we don't
Hell's
have to
quite
be
nice
in breach.
this time of year. We heard it froze over.
It did, as a matter of fact, just before we left.
Well, Charlotte and I are from the Citadel, which is a floating castle in the middle of the multiverse. Originally, we are from a wonderful little continent called Faerun, and then we just bounce around the multiverse and have a wee bit of fun now and then. Well, I have fun. He's just annoying as fuck.
I mean, no arguments here. He is kind of annoying.
As fuck.
I have rope.
I got horns. We could have a great time swinging gnomes from shape.
I mean, we could, but I think maybe we should focus more on getting somewhere that's a little safer, so that we can rest. So we, and I'll gesture to Lux and Otis and myself, are from not wherever he's from. We actually met him in Hell.
It was a wonderful thing. Maybe you guys should venture there once or twice.
I don't recommend it. Not
No,
this time of year.
bear in mind, Shallot would not agree. He
Charlotte's
believes he met them in the abyss.
Which we haven't even been to yet. So, we are from a place that I'm not going to try to pronounce because every time I do, it sounds stupid. Thank you. And we are actually trying to recover an artifact that was being used to destroy our world, but we kind of got chased here by some very nasty people, and we'd really like to rest.
Yeah. So, what's the name of the city you're from? Yeah, are you from a city? We've heard of cities. We've been to a couple.
Well, where are you? What city are y'all from?
Houston.
I am from Zerthadalun in the plane of Limbo, where the Sustainers focus their key to keep the city afloat amidst a sea of chaos. And since the time that I left them, I wander the plains, and the plains are, in fact, my home.
All right, I'm sorry, but that's more badass than anything that you two can just come up with.
Limbo is not far from here. We are close to Limbo, and there are ways to get to Limbo from here.
We that won't be necessary. Nervous drink.
Why did you leave your home to begin with? We
Our
might
home
be
was
able
being
to.
destroyed.
Ooh, that's no good. No,
Our
that's
entire
bad.
world was being destroyed, and we were made an offer we couldn't refuse to go back in time to possibly save it.
Shallot mutely walks up to Brulinde and places a gnomish hand on like as high as he can reach and makes the face. I feel for you. I understand.
I will very gently take his hand and move it away from me and kind of takes 2 steps in the other direction.
Shell just looks very silent and sad.
So our mission, and we chose to accept it, was to save the world, or at least buy us a little time. We were chasing someone down into the abyss. Unfortunately, things were not going too well, and we got saved by a vampire? Was he a vampire? Did I hear him say he was a vampire?
Oh,
Vampire?
Yeah, Strahd
make-believe.
von Barovich. Barovia, drink of wine and blood and, worms everywhere.
We've never heard of that place.
Good, don't ever go there. You get trapped. And then there are dwarves that will kiss you without consent and cast silence so you cannot hear their screams.
Are you gonna call me out on? Are you gonna call me out on the Greyhawk Channel?
Are you kissing people without consent, Grant?
Just pie bakers. Alex
Just
told me to
pie
keep them
bakers.
busy, so I did.
I mean, I don't know. He
The
did.
best scene between me and Will from Encounter Roleplay ever. This awkward pie baker romance scene.
And well, I mean, he was a vampire, and vampires are bad, but he certainly did cut quite a nice figure.
Oh, yeah. He is
He probably
delicious.
He probably works out. Yeah, working out's good for your figure. Yeah, he probably diets. And steroids. And all the Ratatoskers seem to think that the good figure is from steroids. And they're all in consent. With that, they've taken you up. You've reached beautiful silver branches. And the sky itself seems to have melted from the plane of the world tree. And there is a beautiful white staircase circling up into the it circles up to a small white edifice that looks like a place where lovers would confess and profess their love for each other. It is bathed in moonlight. It glistens with the light of the stars. And there are silver birds that are holding spears down at the base, and a woman dressed in white is descending the stairwell to you. And I will bring up a picture of her for... And she has 2 maidens with her, and she waits for you to speak and explain why you have entered the domain of Saloon, the goddess of the moon, and that is where we will end the adventure.
What?
Yeah, goddess of the moon herself. Dun, dun, dun,
Do we have
dun.
to stop? Can we do like another half an hour? Oh,
I wish. 2-hour episodes, though, for this.
Oh, poor
I know,
Alex.
it's tough.
I didn't get to be angry with anyone
I didn't get to sing to
Oh.
anyone.
after I kicked the gnome.
Stop getting hit by fireballs.
If it makes you happy, someone messaged me a clip of you saying you'd bonus action kill yourself.
It's wonderful.
So let's go around to our cast and crew, talk about if we enjoyed ourselves, where we can find each other online, and we'll go in reverse order. So let's begin with Kelly, the Opera Geek.
Hi, I am at the Opera Geek on Twitter. You can follow me there. I am a professional opera singer, and as I like to say, I am an aria-slinging mercenary and a professional distraction coloratura. I am also Greyhawk Singing Bard. You can find me here every Wednesday. I will be starting a new campaign on Wednesday nights in August. Not on this channel, and it's like a super fancy fun thing I can't really talk too much about yet. But please follow me. And yeah, tell your friends about the show. Have them all follow the Greyhawk channel. We run shows 7 days a week, twice on Tuesdays. So we are pretty awesome. And have them follow us. Yes.
All right. And guest and possibly permanent player, Zippy Zippo, Alex Allen, playing Shallot. Yes, the Onionverse has invaded the Greyhawk channel yet again. Where's one find you online, and how do you enjoy our impromptu game of D&D here on the Greyhawk channel?
I loved it. I loved everyone's reaction to Shallot. It is par for the course. Shallot is a very eccentric gnome. He casts spells and he travels and he just loves everybody. And he had a great time here. You can find me here on Twitch at Zippy_Zippo. I am a variety streamer and I stream a bunch of stuff. And you can also catch me bopping around other Twitch channels doing tabletop RPGs. You can catch me here on Tuesdays where we do Vecna Lives, where I play Cain Abelson, the foreigner barbarian. And you can catch me here next week on Wednesday, same channel, same time, doing more fantastic shallotty things.
The fantastic shallotty things of Zippy Zippo. And our friend Ellie playing Lux. How was the game for you? I know you wish we could have 30 more minutes, and I do too.
Yeah.
How was the game?
That was so much fun. It was really hard to stick with Lux as her sort of moody, angry, upset self when Charlotte and Ramsey were making me crack up. But it was lots and lots of fun. Yeah, thanks again for running this for us. I can't wait for next week. It's going to be awesome.
The exciting conclusion.
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter. I am at _Kempester, CEMPESTRE. I'm not doing too much other stuff right now because I'm coming to the end of my PhD. So I'm a super busy gal. But one thing I do as well as play D&D every Wednesday here on the Greyhawk channel is I present a podcast about dating monsters, cryptids, and aliens called Monster
really
Crash. So, yeah, please go check that out. Follow me on Twitter, tweet at me, cheer me up, send me nice pictures of kittens while I'm like hating my life over my PhD. And yeah, see you next week.
Yeah, definitely check out the Monster Crush podcast and their Twitter. It's good stuff.
Thanks. Thank you.
And Sean McGovern playing Odos, Mr. Powerscore RPG. How was that nonsense for you?
Oh, it was awesome. Thanks again for doing it. And Alex, you were really awesome. Thank you for joining us. It's really cool. It's a totally different character into our mix, so it's very...
The hopeful gnome.
Yeah.
Crushed.
So, let's see. Tomorrow I'm running the Secrets of Castle Greyhawk on this channel at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then this weekend, there's a big Dice Camera Action crossover event going on. So on Saturday, there's 4 games, and then on Sunday, there's one big one where they're actually all going to play at once, Acquisitions Inc. and DCA. So I'm going to be covering those on my blog, and I'll have a waffle talk each night after that. And so that's kind of going to be my life for the next few days, and I'll post all the recaps on the Dice Camera Action wiki, which is on GameCube. So, and also... the re-airing of my Waffle Talk from yesterday will be on the D&D channel tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, so you can check it out there. I'll be in the chat blabbing away. So, yeah, that's it for me. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Grant, again, very much for jumping in and helping us out.
And you can find me, Grant Ellis, on Twitter at WisePapaGrant. I'm on, I believe, 9 different shows right now. It might be 10. I can't remember. I'm on Encounter Roleplay, WebDM show, the Greyhawk channel with the Queen of Spiders campaign. I'm on a bunch of other ones. I'll be on Scradicus channel on Monday for his new... Zippy, are we playing in that together?
Yeah.
Yeah,
City
we're
of
the same
Mist.
party. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'll be playing John Doe, the bum.
I'll be playing Dinah Kennedy, the litigation support specialist.
Wait. Litigation support
practice.
Sorry, so are you just like a lawyer who just answers a helpline?
She's the one that solves data crimes for them so they can present the evidence in court.
Oh,
But she works for them.
that's much more cooler than I thought.
Yeah. So, and then, yeah, I'm on Unmade Gaming. We're currently in the middle of the Polaris campaign. I'm going to drop a couple links in chat. If you want to get some of my source material, Corvid.com has the Plan Art Codex, which is a planner supplement for the game Dungeon World, which is where I picked up the Ravenous City, because after reading Sean McGovern's review of Fire of Dis, I decided to use a different interpretation of that plane of hell. Yeah, as soon as I saw the artwork comparisons, I was like, yeah, he's right. But yeah, I also ran some material from the Infinite Staircase, Tales from the Infinite Staircase, the Midgard campaign setting from Kobold Press, and my own weird shenanigans. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And of course, I was like, I want Strahd von Zarevich to be in the campaign. So enjoy your...
By the way, rude, having him insult my genetics. Rude.
Well, he's honest. So, thank you all, and have a wonderful day, evening, or morning, wherever you're at in the world. Goodbye!